What's up, everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Why is silver the best investment? There's a reason why my name is Silver Slayer and not Gold Slayer, not Stock Slayer, not even Crypto Slayer. There's a reason for this. Silver isn't valuable just because it's shiny. Neither is gold. But today we're going to talk about why silver is better than gold, why silver is far better than stocks, and why silver is even more valuable than Bitcoin. This video is going to explain all of that. Make sure you hit that like button and leave a comment down below. It helps the video out a lot. And also meet some other stackers in the comments. We're all sharing the same passion. A lot of you guys know a lot of information, and maybe you'll leave a comment that will help someone or teach someone else something. Or even if you have a question, if you're a new stacker, throw it in the comments, and I'm sure one of my other viewers will answer it for you. Now, when it comes to silver stacking, a lot of people don't understand how undervalued it is. Silver is extremely undervalued. Extremely undervalued. Much more undervalued than gold. The gold to silver ratio is around 68 to 1, meaning silver is 68 times cheaper than gold, even though it comes out of the ground 8 to 1. The gold to silver ratio should be around 8 to 1 because that's the rate that it comes out of the ground. And it actually should be smaller than that since silver has a much more vital purpose in the everyday world than gold does. And it actually should be even smaller than that because most silver that's dug up gets thrown away, where most gold that gets dug up is stuck in circulation for decades, for generations to come. Silver's an industrial metal. Gold's a monetary metal. So gold's used for jewelry, so all the jewelry gets scrapped and remelted into something else, another watch, earrings, whatever. But silver that's used in these laptops and these solar panels, that stuff gets thrown away and the silver is never recovered. So the silver that's coming out of the ground is not staying in circulation. So yes, the gold to silver ratio is 8 to 1, but it's actually much smaller if you look at it from that perspective. But the ratio is 68 to 1. It's not even 8 to 1. If the ratio was 8 to 1, that would put silver around $250 plus. If it's smaller, around 4 to 1, then do the math. It's around $500 something. Now, not saying that that's what silver will hit, but that's what it could be, and that's what it should be. And actually, I made a video the other day talking about $5,000 silver. Now, yes, that's an insane price. That's not realistic. But let me pull up this article and show you what he means. He's talking about the 250 to 1 ratio. So it's called the case for $5,000 silver. Now he's saying if the price were based directly on the real physical silver market, silver's price should be $5,000. He's not saying that the price will reach $5,000 an ounce. He's saying the actual price of silver should be $5,000 an ounce, as silver is extremely undervalued. Now, I'm going to show you guys why he says this. According to Bloomberg, which has always been a reliable source, the annual silver market is $5 trillion, right? And the annual physical silver production is roughly 1 billion ounces. So with silver trading around $20, which now is 28, that represents a $20 billion market. So the size of the physical market is $20 billion, right? So this is where all the meat and potatoes are. The difference between 5 trillion and the 20 billion numbers, that Bloomberg's 5 trillion number represents the entirety of the paper silver market, right? That's the silver market derived from real physical markets. So this is the 250 to 1 leverage. So this makes for a 250 to 1 ratio between the paper market to the physical silver market, meaning that for every ounce of silver, there are 250 ounces of paper silver circulating in several financial products. In other words, only one contract or certificate issued out to 250 can be convertible into physical silver. That is the silver market being leveraged 250 to 1. The multiplication of those financial products on silver has skirted investors from the real physical market, and thus creating a virtual silver supply without putting any pressure on the physical silver market, a roundabout way of keeping the price low. So here we go. Let's hypothesize what the silver price would be directly based on the physical silver market. Today, the actual size of the market is 5 trillion. 5 trillion divided by 20 billion, 250 times 20 is $5,000 an ounce. And actually, now that it's around 27, 28, it should be even worth more than that. So every investor holding silver in the form of financial products without the possibility of verifying the physical existence should ask question what will happen to more holders as said products will ask for physical delivery. And that's what I was saying. Every ounce of silver you own is also owned by around 200 plus people, right? They just have it digitally, but there's not that much physical silver for the paper and the physical silver market in the world. There's just not. That's why I always say if you can't hold it, you don't own it. Because if you think you own that silver ounce sitting in some vault somewhere, if you're investing in the SLV, no. Essentially, you own it, but you don't really own it. The only way you can own silver is if you buy it from somewhere like APMEX or JM Bullion. But anyways, I just wanted to share that. But let's get back to the video. And the craziest thing about this is, right, the real reason why my name is Silver Slayer, the real reason why there's such a big silver stacking community on YouTube and not so much gold, the reason why it's called Wall Street Silver, not Wall Street Gold, is because this is only one reason why silver has so much potential. Only one. I could name about 10 more. I post daily videos on several different reasons why silver has so much opportunity. So much opportunity. That's the craziest part. You can't say that about anything else. I could literally sit here and list probably 20 different reasons why silver is going to explode over the next couple of decades. I could list 20 different reasons why stocks will not explode over the next couple of decades. That's worrisome. If you're looking at investment, you have to look at the reality. Looking forward, since we know what's happening in the economy, since we know what the dollar is going to do, throwing out all this money that we don't have, since we know all this, the increasing supply of silver or the diminishing supply of silver and the increasing demand of silver, low supply, high demand, since we know all of this, it's only pointing towards higher silver prices. That's the only conclusion. Anyone else that's investing into anything else is all theorizing, speculating. It's up in the air. But silver we can guarantee. That's the only thing you can guarantee. And it's the best of both worlds because not only does it, in the one part that most people, I guess, speculate from or theorize is what's going to happen to the economy. Is it going to crash or is it going to recover? Well, silver, regardless of what happens to the economy, is going to benefit. Whether the economy crashes, it's in bad shape. Silver is a safe haven metal. It's a monetary metal, so it will still benefit. Gold and silver are both safe havens. But if the economy starts recovering, silver still flourishes because it's used in all these electronics and in the solar panels that's going to put the world, in a zero net emissions by 2030 or 40. Silver's in photovoltaics in all this stuff. Gold will not benefit when the economy starts to recover. Simple as that. Silver is a ticking time bomb waiting to explode. The perfect storm is here. The stars have aligned. It's like a volcano. Gold's volcano already erupted. Gold broke past $2,000, its all-time high last year. Silver, it hasn't erupted yet. And silver is gold on steroids. It only makes sense, right? It only makes sense when you look at the information. Now, I'm not trying to give you or mislead you or give you false hope because yes, silver is a slower investment than Bitcoin. But that's because silver isn't affected by the same things as Bitcoin. Silver is not the same type of investment or asset as Bitcoin. Bitcoin is purely off speculation. Silver has intrinsic value, which is another reason why it's one of the best investments, or it is the best investment. Because regardless of the price of silver, the value is the 1 ounce inside of a coin and not the price tag attached to it. The value is the metal content, not what spot price is. So spot price is essentially irrelevant. Why would when you're investing in a silver, you're transferring fake money to real money. Fake money to real money. Stock markets are fake money pegged to fake money. You don't want to have your money in something that's collapsing. That's like switching seats on the Titanic, right? You're setting yourself up for failure. And that's why I have a shirt that says the dollar is worthless, so buy silver. That's why you see people like Elon Musk transferring all of his profits from Tesla and SpaceX into, cryptocurrency and gold. There's reasons for that. America's 98, the dollar's lost 90% of its purchasing power. America's $29 trillion in debt, and it's only getting worse. So if you think that that's just going to keep going on with just zero to little consequences, then you're fooling yourself. There's something big is going to happen sooner than later. Financial systems don't just hold on for dear life forever. They crash, they collapse, and it's going to collapse soon. So what are you going to do about it? And that's why I say you got to protect your wealth. There is no solution. All there is an alternative, and the alternative is precious metals. There's no solution because we can't fix this. We're too deep in the hole, right? We're trying to get out of this problem by just throwing more debt on top of the problem and printing up more money, which weakens the dollar. And when there's a weak dollar, that pushes up gold and silver. So if you look at the whole thing realistically, silver is the best investment. I would say silver and gold, but silver's better than gold because silver's extremely undervalued where gold isn't. So silver has a lot more opportunity to run on top of gold. Precious metals, both gold and silver, are the best, but silver still has more opportunity, and that is why silver is the best investment. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit that like button, comment down below. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.